accidentally visited an ice cream store that was being run by people with Down syndrome, and all I have to say is I'm going to hell. And before I continue on with the rest of this video, I just have to say I am not ableist. I love people with Down syndrome. I have ADHD myself. It's just sometimes God decides to test you in the hardest ways possible, and it just so happens that I failed. But anyways, story starts out, it's late at night. It's like 8:30 p.m. and me and two of my friends are at a restaurant and we're leaving. And as we're leaving, I tell all my friends, hey guys, let's go get ice cream, because it was a hot night out and none of us had dessert yet. So of course, all my friends were like, yeah, let's go get ice cream. Put in the nearest spot in the map. So I'm like, I bet. Pull up Google Maps, look up ice cream stores, and I find a store called Howdy's Ice Cream. 4.5 stars. I didn't read any of the ratings, and I didn't look at any of the pictures. I saw 4.5 stars, and I said, alright, let's go to Howdy's Ice Cream store. In hindsight, I definitely should have read that shit. But at the time, I was like, okay, it has a high rating. How bad could it be? We all pull up to Howdy's, and we walk in, and me and my two other friends are in the ice cream store by ourselves. No one else is in the store. And this is how we knew that we f***ed up. Because as soon as we walked in and we looked at all of the workers in the store, we realized that they look a little different. And then the lady, who I assumed to be the manager of the store, was like, hey guys, welcome to Howdy's. Everyone at the store that works here has Down syndrome. Oh, they all had Down syndrome, you guys. And look, again, there's nothing wrong with people with Down syndrome. It's just the last thing that we ever would expect when we're going to get some ice cream is for all the workers to have Down syndrome. But look, guys, as soon as she told us that, it was lock-in mode for me and both of my mother friends. We cannot laugh at these people because they did nothing wrong. There's nothing funny about people with disabilities or Down syndrome. Literally, there's nothing wrong about that. It's just straight up not funny. Seriously, guys, it is not funny to laugh at people with Down syndrome, okay? We got that, right? So me and my friends, we're in locked-in mode. We're doing our normal business. Hey, can I try this flavor? Can I try this one? Oh, I like that one. All right, I'm gonna get that one. It's going completely 1000% fine. Normal ass ice cream run until hit the fan. Basically, have you guys ever been taking a test and then randomly you just hear the sped kid in the hallway just start yelling? That's what happened. As we were about to pay for our ice cream, one of the workers just goes like, "Ah!" We were like, come on, man. My homie looked at me, and I looked at my homie, and it was kind of like a dam that was about to break, because we knew what was about to happen, and there was nothing that we could do to stop it. We ended up bursting out laughing. Like, I'm talking crying, rolling on the ground laughing, and don't look at me like that, you guys. I can tell you guys are all judging me right now. I guarantee if you were all in this same situation, you wouldn't have done any better. Guys, I still feel really guilty about this, but no joke, that was probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life. But again, though, people's disabilities are not funny, okay? They are not funny. It's just, I don't have a excuse, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, what the am I supposed to do that? But whatever, back to the story. So after me and my friends end up laughing in front of 6 people with Down syndrome, we decided, wow, this is extremely up. Guys, no joke, we ended up paying for the ice cream. That was the first time in my life that I've ever tipped like 50%. I'm not even joking. To me, it almost felt like I was paying a penance to the Catholic Church to wash away all my sins, because I'm not gonna lie to you, after I got that ice cream, I ran out the door. Like, I can never show my face in front of that place ever again, I swear to God. And you know what the worst part about it all is? The ice cream sucked. Like, no hate, it just wasn't good, man. Like, I was promised 4.5 star ice cream, and I ended up getting 3. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. And later on, I ended up reading the reviews and the pictures, and if I had just have read the reviews and the pictures of the restaurant, I would have known that Howdy's is an institute where they hire people with disabilities like Down syndrome so they can give these people jobs and opportunities, which is great, which is amazing, by the way. And now I feel like the biggest piece of shit in the entire planet, because I ended up laughing at these people who were, no joke, probably some of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. Like, if you want to get serviced by someone who genuinely cares and has passion for the that they do, go to Howdy's. They have the nicest staff I've ever met in my entire life. I just can't go back there ever again, because I don't even have to explain why. But again, guys, people's disabilities are not to be made fun of. There is nothing funny about people with Down syndrome. Absolutely nothing at all. I am just a piece of shit that is going to go to hell. Old people do not know how to get haircuts. Plain and simple, I don't care what people say. Anytime I've ever seen an old person's cut is genuinely the most chopped I've ever seen in my entire life. Look, I can get it to an extent because the times are changing and some people just aren't able to catch up to what's the newest, freshest haircut, but I genuinely believe that there are some old dudes that legit just walk into their barbershop and tell the barber, "Alright, my guy, up." Just walking out the barbershop with a haircut that looks like a goddamn old-timey cuss word. Drats ass cut. Like, what the f? Like, something needs to change, man. You can't just keep getting cuts that are the epitome of the word scallywag. Like, this is f***ed up. Like, some of these dudes' cuts are so bad that you genuinely start wondering if the barber even used clippers to cut their hair. Like, some of these haircuts look like they used a fork to cut their because, like, why does your hairline have a slope of y equals mx plus b? Like, what is going on? Like, I still remember being 7 years old, guys, and I had to consistently watch, like, 60-year-old men get regularly f***ed up by the daily by these women at sports clips. And they would just be walking out with these dog shit ass cuts, like gelled up mini mohawks. Like, bro, like, you look like Guy Fieri, my guy. Take that shit off. And at some point, you gotta start blaming the barbers for doing such a bad job, because even if these old dudes are asking you to do the craziest shit to their hair, they should not be walking out the barbershop looking like Helen Keller cut that shit instead of you. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I genuinely believe that old people specifically get cuts by shitty barbers so they won't feel bad by making their hairline look like an exponential function. And I know they do this because I still remember this one time when I went down to visit my father and he made me get a haircut with his own personal barber. My guy, this dude f***ed me up so bad, mid-cut. This dude said, "Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably not even gonna charge you for this shit." What? This dude was f***ing me up so badly, he told me mid-cut, before the haircut was even finished, that this shit was free. How badly was this dude f***ing me up to give me a free cut before that shit was even finished? And guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that haircut was no joke the worst haircut I've ever gotten in my entire life. Like, as soon as I saw the finished product, I was ready to send an airstrike at that shop, no joke. In the entire car ride back home, my dad was trying to tell me the cut was good. This motherfucker was like, yeah, man. Nah, son, that shit is good, man. That's honestly the best haircut you ever got in your entire life. What the fuck? This is honestly a whole separate video in and of itself. This genuinely still pisses me off to this day. Also, guys, just a side note with old women, I don't know if it's just you guys, but anytime I'm looking at an old woman's haircut, why do they all look like Edna from the Incredibles movie? Like, what the f is up with that? No capes, like, what the hell? But look, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with all these old dudes getting haircuts that they want to get. I just have a huge issue with a lot of these dudes purposely getting these chopped ass cuts with their hairline looking like the Appalachian Rocky Mountain range. Like, please stop that shit. But you know what, guys? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these chopped ass haircuts are actually getting pull at the nursery homes. Like, maybe these chopped ass cuts I'm seeing all the time that these old dudes are rocking, maybe Beatrice at the nursery home, she be liking that shit. So look, I don't know. Maybe game is game. I really don't know. All I know is that I'm looking at your haircut and somehow there's a parabola on that hoe. So I don't know what the f is going on, but please fix that. Guys, have you ever reached a state in procrastination to the point where you don't even care anymore what the f happens to your grade? I'm about to take the AP World History exam tomorrow, and I've already accepted 2 hours ago that I'm gonna fail that. And here's the thing, you guys, I wasn't like that originally. I was genuinely trying to study for this exam, be as prepared as possible. I watched all the Heimler's history videos. Just today, I gave up, because as soon as I tuned into this motherfucker stream. This dude's talking about some Ohio skibbity riz.
Do you have skibbity riz, or are you a Sigma who lives in Ohio? Well, yes, and I think you know the answer to that.
Heimler! I'm gonna need you to lock the in, man! I need a 5 on this exam, and you're talking about ninjas gooning Edge Street. What the All the DBQs I did, the SAQs, the LAQs, it's all not gonna mean because Heimler's history wants to sell my exam because he's too busy talking about Livy Dunn risen up baby Gronk. Like, oh my god, hey I get below a 3 on this exam. I'ma make sure your brain cows are built. You got me, buddy? Hey, that's not a threat, little bro, that's a promise, because I'm gonna have to see your ass again for AP government, okay? So you need to lock the in so you don't sell my grade. Like, Heimler, I'm gonna need you to teach me 1250 to 1450 Pax Mongolia Silk Road civilizations. Instead, you're on stream talking about net spend and fucking Playboy Cardi. Are you serious? This is why organic chemistry tutor's my I'm sorry, man, because he's not. He teaches me the material, straight to the topics, straight to the formulas, man. You need to write some notes down, Heimler. And tomorrow I'm gonna give you guys an update on how I thought that exam went, and if any part of me thinks that I got sold because of Heimler's history, I will be mentioning it.